Hi guys, it's Lara. Thanks for watching and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm filming the Vlogmas episode that I actually planned on filming yesterday, but the day kind of didn't work out and I had to improvise, so here I am today. So today I will talk about 10 of my winter favorites, and I'm gonna try to film this in one take because I have very little time, so I don't have much time for editing tonight. Let's see how it goes. So let's start with foods and beverages. So my first winter favorite is black tea with plant milk. So you were probably expecting me saying chocolate chai tea, but ta-da! Finally something different. So I don't drink that much black tea, but for whatever reason recently I've been kind of feeling it. So right now I have here English breakfast tea with homemade cashew milk. Only this time when I made the cashew milk, I took half of the amount of cashews and replaced the second half with sunflower seeds. Didn't strain it. It's so delicious, and with the English breakfast tea, And I also love Earl Grey. That will always be my favorite black tea. The aroma is just, the flavor is just so amazing. And when I'm drinking Earl Grey, sometimes I drink it plain. Sometimes I would put in a slice of lemon, but most of the time I would say I drink it with plant milk. So lovely. So then the second favorite is dry fruits. I absolutely love apple chips, and I don't eat that much fruit. I mean, I do drink smoothies and I have fruits in my oats in the morning, but I'm not the type of person that you would see snacking on fruit that much. I like vegetables way more. But in winter, I eat definitely more cooked foods than in summer, and maybe that's why my body is telling me, hey, you need some more things that have vitamins. I don't know how many vitamins are still left when the apples are dry, but I'm kind of craving them. So I have them here stored in this reusable Ziploc bag, which I love, by the way. And these are just any apple chips I can lay my fingers on, like my hands on. So I got these from our drugstore. And another thing that I also like snacking on recently are mango slices, or like dry mango pieces. It's just so lovely. And the funny thing is, I actually don't like mango that much, or at least I thought I don't, but now I'm adding frozen mango to my oats and I'm snacking on dry mango, so maybe I have to rethink this theory that I don't like mango. So this is my second favorite, and I have to grab my phone because of course I don't remember shit. So yeah, right, that would be the foods and beverages. Then I have here something to wear. So the biggest favorite right now is this sweater. I had it on even yesterday and it passed the smell test, so I'm wearing it today, but it's not gonna pass the smell test tonight, so it will have to wander into wash. But this is a sweater I thrifted. It's from the online thrift shop where I'm also selling my stuff, so I will link it down below. So this is basically a little ad, but I love it so much. I don't remember exactly what I paid, but it was a reasonable price when I considered the original price of the sweater, and I just love the style. I love the colors, and it's such a classical piece, so I'm definitely happy I found that one. And then the next favorite is a duffel coat that I also thrifted from same thrift shop, and I love it so much. So it's dark blue and it has a beige like rope button thingies in the front. I don't know how you call these. And it has a hood, which I love. So for me, having a coat, like I always need a hood because I don't like wearing hats that much, because sometimes I'm wearing high ballet on, especially when I go to my ballet classes, and wearing hats over that kind of sucks. I don't like it. And I would wear hats only if I would have my hair braided like this or my hair down. And when it gets cold, I get cold on my head, so I need something to cover it, and that's why I always look for coats or jackets with hoods. So normally I would wear mostly my cruelty-free winter coat that I made myself. I will link the tutorials down below, and you have certainly seen that coat so many times. It's a long black velvet coat with gray plush. It's so wonderful. But recently I love wearing this duffel coat so much because it's a little bit shorter, and the winter is kind of lame here, and I feel like it's sometimes a little bit too warm to have a long coat, and it's also a little bit more practical when I go somewhere with the car. So definitely a favorite. And the next thing, it's also something to wear, are these thermal stockings. So they are in like kind of skin color. They match my skin color pretty well because I also have a little bit yellowish undertone. And when you look inside, they are fluffy inside and super, super warm. So these are stockings that you could wear for figure skating, for example. And that's how I found them, because I like wearing skirts and dresses the entire year. But obviously in winter I need warmer stockings. And I would always find warm stockings only in dark colors, or some colors like wine red, or let's say dark gray. And I was looking for so long for warm stockings in a skin color. And then I thought, you know what do figure skaters wear? So I typed in figure skaters stockings, and things like that popped out. I don't know if they are like exactly the same things that figure skaters would wear, but I've seen that they are super warm. So they are basically leggings, actually. I shouldn't say stockings. They are leggings, and they have here this thinner part that goes over your heel towards the middle of your foot. And this is where your ankle is, but if this bugs you, you can basically just fold it inwards. And they are amazing. They are the warmest stockings I have ever had. Actually, sometimes I have to really check the weather, because sometimes it's almost too warm, but these are life-changing. And I mean, they are matte, so, and because they are so thick, it kind of makes your legs look a little bit thicker, but I don't mind. I mean, it's not bad, but that's of course personal preference. For me, it's fine. And so I ordered, so I have like 4 pairs in total, and yeah, that should do for the entire winter. So that's the stuff to wear. And then I have here some activities and things to do in winter. So first of all, anything ballet related. I love ballet. I'm taking regularly ballet classes, been doing that since 2006. Didn't really improve that much. I mean, obviously the technique improved, but my turnout sucks. And I probably don't look really amazing when I'm doing all the exercises and when we're doing stuff in center, but I'm enjoying it so much. And I love anything ballet related, especially in winter, probably because there's kind of more time, you're not so much outdoors. So there's this book, I talked about it already, it's called Bunheads. I think the author is Sophie Flack, if I'm not mistaken. And I've read this book so many times already, and I always read this book when the winter comes, because it just kind of feels like the book to read for me. I'm not done yet because I was super busy, especially because of editing every day, but I will finish the book over Christmas, and I'm just so excited. I'm somewhere like in the second, fourth or something like that. And that's a book that just makes me so happy to read. And then I love watching documentaries about ballet, and I also follow several ballet channels on YouTube, for example, the Royal Opera. It's just amazing. And yeah, basically anything ballet related just kind of belongs to winter for me. And this year, that was a surprise for me from Jack. We went to see Jules, which is such a wonderful ballet, and it just made me so happy. I cried through the entire first act. And honestly, if I can get tickets to some other ballets till the end of the winter season, I will definitely do so. So there's gonna be Swan Lake in one of the halls here in Vienna. It's called Stadthalle. And I think that should be Bolshoi Theater from Moscow. So if I still can get tickets, I will definitely buy them, because it's just makes me so happy. So anyway, and of course, when I'm then taking ballet classes, in my head, I'm like a ballerina, but the reality is pretty ugly, but who cares? I'm doing it for myself, right? The next favorite for me for winter is knitting. Only I have to be a little bit careful because it's such a weird position of your arms, and I feel like you can't do anything right. Either you have to lift your arms pretty high in order to not need to put your head down like that, so your shoulders are gonna hurt, or you knit in a kind of more relaxed position, then you have to look down all the time, so your neck is gonna be stiff. And I kind of switch between these two, so I end up with back pain and with stiff neck if I overdo it. So I'm really trying to pace myself. So whenever I'm knitting, I'm making sure I knit maximum 2 hours when I have the time, because if I would knit longer, and I would love to because I'm always so excited about whatever I'm making, it just ends up badly and my whole back hurts and everything. But when I'm pacing myself, when I'm making sure I don't do too much in one sitting, then it's all right. And also in combination with back exercises and with stretching is fine. And I just love it so much. I discovered kind of knitting again for myself this year. And it's just so nice because I love knitwear, and the feeling that I can make it for myself exactly the way I want to is just so kind of even empowering. And yeah, I like it a lot. And recently I discovered several yarns that are also sustainable. So you can have linen yarn, you can have bamboo yarn. And I also discovered a yarn that's made of old jeans. And that's so amazing because that way you reuse basically certain fibers. So it's just great. And linen is definitely more sustainable than cotton, and so is bamboo. So it's really interesting what is out there. So that's knitting. Bath time, definitely something I enjoy so much in winter. I love coming home after work, and if I don't necessarily have to edit, just filling the bathtub, using some wonderful cruelty-free and vegan foam, and laying down, closing my eyes. I usually listen to music, but sometimes I'm playing certain chatty videos that I want to catch up on, whatever that is, but I'm always making sure that I stay at least 15 to 20 minutes in the bathtub and that I kind of like switch everything off because it's such a wonderful me time. And usually I'm also doing a facial mask. I haven't been doing that often enough recently, so I have to do that definitely way more often than I do because it's just so great for your skin. And that's something I'm enjoying a lot. But obviously that's a thing that I would not do when it gets warmer. So it's a typical winter thing for me. And now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the 10th. Okay, I was just checking if I counted correctly. And the last on my list, but probably the most important thing for me right now is stretching. Now, I love stretching. I'm kind of obsessed with it, and I really want to be able to do splits, but since I haven't been stretching regularly as a young person, I had to work for every single piece that I achieved, like for every single step, very hard, but I'm moving forward. And I talked about subscribing to a certain platform where I can basically take online classes, and that's something I'm so crazy about recently. I mean, right now because of Vlogmas I can't do it every day, but once I stop with YouTube, like once I quit YouTube, I will do it definitely as often as I can, even if it's just a short program, because it makes me feel so amazing. So there are so many different programs to improve your mobility. There are short stretching programs with active stretches and passive stretches, and the lady who founded that platform is so motivating and just so kind and wonderful. So whenever I take an online class with her, I feel just so great afterwards and happy and relaxed, and I can tell that it's extremely good for both my body and also for my mind. So this is something I'm enjoying a lot, and I've been stretching with this program as often as possible. And I can tell that because I'm not focusing just on the stretches that I would do regularly, because I'm adding some new stuff, I can tell that there's certainly improvement. So yesterday I did a really intense program in the evening. It was over 50 minutes. And when I went down as far as I could in my wannabe splits, I could tell that on my good side, I was definitely lower. My right side is now not so great because I pulled something in the summer and it's healing slowly. It's getting better, but I'm still not there where I was. But the left side, I was like, wow, this is really better. And that is it. See, I did it in one take. So the thing is, I am sometimes very self-conscious about the way I talk, and I kind of can't handle when I, when I say something in the wrong way. And sometimes I want to say so many things and then bullshit comes out basically, because like all the thoughts come into one sentence and it makes literally no sense, and then I have to refilm again and again and again, and then I sometimes spend so much time on filming and it's just so detrimental to me, and I just can't handle it sometimes. So today I was like, no, however crappy you're gonna be talking, you're gonna publish it and you're gonna film it in one take. And here we are. I kind of made it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be happy with what I said and how I said it, but I have to force myself to be okay with that. because it's not healthy to constantly criticize yourself and be so, you know, picky and overly critical to yourself. So this is the video today. If you don't like it, well, you have to suck it up, because so do I. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy it. You can let me know what are your winter favorites down below in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. I love you guys so much. Bye.